Hello, everybody. So it is Sunday, May 7th. I just closed out the other vlog and I wanted to start the new week's vlog. So I put down open water, even though I was really enjoying it. I needed to get back to my TBR. With that being said, I spun the wheel and chose two books. Technically, I spun the wheel 4 times, and the first 2 times it landed on a book I didn't really want to read. Landed on the same book I wasn't ready for. So the 3rd time it landed on The Haunting of Maddie Clare. I am so ready for another Simone St. James. And this is about, it says, let me just read the back. 1920s England, Sarah Piper's lonely, threadbare existence changes when her temporary agency sends her to assist an obsessed ghost hunter, Alistair Gellis. Maybe it's Jealous, but I think it's Gellis, rich, handsome, and scarred by World War I, has been summoned to investigate the spirit of the 19-year-old maid. Sorry, I've just got new glasses, but I haven't, they're ordered. It's easier to see without them sometimes. He's been summoned to investigate the spirit of the 19-year-old maid, Maddie Clare, who is said to haunt the barn where she committed suicide. Maddie hated men in life, and she will not speak to them in death. But Sarah is unprepared to confront an angry ghost, real or imagined, on her own. She's even less prepared for the arrival of Alistair's associate, rough, unsettling Matthew Ryder, also a veteran of the trenches, whose scars go deeper than Sarah can reach. Soon, Sarah is caught up in a desperate struggle, for Maddie's ghost is no hoax. She's real, she's angry, and she has powers that defy all reason. Now Sarah and Matthew must discover who Maddie is, where she came from, and what is driving her desire for vengeance before she destroys them all. And then I spun the wheel again. I've read a few Simone St. James, and right now my favorite is The Sundown Motel. It is about a haunted motel where the main character's aunt went missing. Is told in 2 timelines in 2 perspectives. The aunt who went missing, and then the girl that comes back and she's trying to track down her aunt. And I read it. If you've been here and you've seen any of my videos, you've probably heard this story before. I read it while I was on a conference, and we were staying at a hotel, and I read it at night. It was kind of creepy, let me tell you. Okay, so I spun the wheel again, and I landed on The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. I've never read a Megan Miranda before. And so this is a thriller. And technically, I like to go into my thrillers. I prefer to go into them not knowing what it's about. But for those of you that might not read it, I just love the Book of the Month books. I can't help it. Okay. 7 hours in the past, 7 days in the present, 7 survivors remaining. Who would you save? A decade ago, 2 vans filled with high school seniors on a school service trip crashed into a Tennessee ravine, a tragedy that claimed the lives of multiple classmates and teachers. The 9 students who managed to escape the river that night were irrevocably changed. A year later, after one of the survivors dies by suicide on the anniversary of the crash, the rest of them make a pact to come together each year to commemorate that terrible night, to keep one another safe, to hold one another accountable, or both. Their annual meeting place, a house on the Outer Banks, has long been a refuge, but by the 10th anniversary, Cassidy Bent has worked to distance herself from the tragedy and from the other survivors. She's changed her mobile number. She's blocked the others' email addresses. This year, she is determined to finally break her ties once and for all. But on the day of the reunion, she receives a text with an obituary attached. Another survivor is gone. Now, they are 7, and Cassidy finds herself hurtling back toward the group, wild with grief and suspicion. So, anyway, I love the colors on this book. They're just so beautiful. Anyway, I love thrillers. It's time for a thriller. And either one of these will be amazing. So I thought I would read a chapter in each one to decide which one I'm going to read first. And come back. I'll read a chapter in The Haunting of Maddie Clare. It's 8 pages. And I'll come back and give you an update. And then I'll read a chapter in The Only Survivors. And then I'll come back and give you an update. It'll actually be, I'll have to read the prologue and then a chapter. It is a little bit longer. 12 pages. So I got about 14 pages in it to read. So, and then I'll tell you which one I decided to read first. So I'll see you. So I'm back. I only read the prologue for The Only Survivors, and it sounds really good, but I'm going to go with The Haunting of Maddie Clare because I want a good ghost story. And in this first chapter, Sarah, has met Alistair for a meeting, an interview, so to speak. An agency, like a temp agency, has given her this meeting, and she doesn't really know what it covers. And so she gets there and he tells her what he writes about. And when he tells her, he believes she thinks he's crazy, but she says she really just doesn't trust people. And so she doesn't know about ghosts. So she doesn't know if she believes in ghosts or not. So that's all. So now I'm on page 9. And I just wanted to come and update you that is the book I'm going to choose first. And I hope it goes quickly so that I can get to the other one because it was really interesting too. So the only part, the prologue was Cassidy has decided that she wasn't going to go to the reunions anymore. So she was at her boyfriend's house when she got the text. And it said, "Did you hear?" And then it come up with an obituary for one of the people that was a survivor. And so she decides she's going. And that's where I stopped. And I do want to read it, but I want to read this one first. So, anyway, I hope you stick around for this vlog. And I look forward to updating you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. So it is Monday, the 8th of May, and I just got home and I wanted to update you on this book, The Haunting of Maddie Clare by Simone St. James. I am on page 165. I read this much yesterday. It is so good. Now, I'm going to tell you that this book is not going to be for everybody. There's one scene that is not suitable for some audiences. But if you're familiar with Simone St. James's writing, anyway, this is about a girl named Sarah, and she has been hired to be an assistant to Alistair. I guess his name is Gillis. I think it's Gillis. And he has another assistant named Matthew Ryder, but he needs a female to go into this barn to make contact with this ghost named Maddie Clare. And Maddie hung herself in this barn, and she's been haunting this barn, and she won't leave. And the owner would like for her to go because she causes disturbances, and it's upsetting to her, and she wants her to be at peace. So that is what they're there to do. That is the one condition that the owner had for them to be there. And so they've even given interviews and everything. So, I mean, it is really good. So far, Sarah's been in there 3 times. Maddie hates men. And she, I believe Sarah is about to find out exactly why. So, that's it. I haven't started the other one, but I'm hoping to finish this one tonight because I'm telling you, it is so good. So good. I've tabbed a few things. Let me see. Okay. So the first time she goes into the barn, and she's not a believer yet. But she said, what I saw is impossible. And Alistair tells her, we see ghosts for a living, Miss Piper. I've seen dozens. Nothing you can say is strange. Anything is possible. Anything at all. Now please have a seat and relieve us both of this torturous curiosity. I just thought that was really cute because they were like, what did you see? What did you see? Because they didn't go in the first time. And I am just so, oh man. I just love Simone St. James's writing, and I can't wait to see how it ends. But anyway, once I finish this, I'm going to pick up The Only Survivors, and then I will tell you what I'll pick up after that. But anyway, I'm going to go for now, and I will see you in the next clip. Ready? Bye for now. So, this is Wednesday. I just came in. It's the 9th, I think. Oh, no, it's the 10th. Reminds me, I didn't change my date on the board at school today. But I didn't check in yesterday and apologize for that. But I do have an update. I finished The Haunting of Maddie Clare. I read this. I started reading it as soon as I come in. Oh my goodness. I love Simone St. James's writing. There are a couple spicy scenes in this book, so if you're not into that, I wouldn't suggest picking this up. But this was just such a good book. I love the way she portrays Maddie and the emotions that come with what happened to her, and you kind of figure it out pretty early in the book. You figure it out before the characters figure it out. The little romance that goes on is really cute, really sweet. I love what is her name? Sarah, and is his name Matthew? Yes, Matthew. They are just so sweet, and oh, I just love it. I gave it 5 stars, if you can't tell. I think all of Simone St. James's books for me have been 5 stars so far. That being said, I need to post this on Instagram that I finished that book. And this is my next read for this week. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I am going to try to get as far into it as I can. So this is the one where they have the accident in school, in high school, and they decide that they're going to get together and have a reunion, so to speak, just to keep everybody accountable, to try to be there for each other. And so one of the girls decides she wants to break free of that and live her own life, but then somebody else dies and she goes running back to them. So that is what I'm going to read. Oh, I'm so glad I read that. I just wanted to give you an update. I just love that book. I just loved The Haunting of Maddie Clare. It was and anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm just gonna keep on and on and on about that book. But that was my update for today, and I will see you in the next clip. Bye for now. Today is Thursday, the 11th of May. And I just come on here to give you an update on The Only Survivor. Survivors by Megan Miranda. And so, this is just my collagen, and I'm only unboxing it because my boy is waiting for the box. But while I'm unboxing this, let me just tell you, I've only read 2 chapters, and of course, before I read the prologue. She has gotten to the house and met up with the other survivors, and here you go, Bubba. And they have had a little tiff about the room that doesn't have anybody in it now. The one that the guy who is no longer with them occupied while he was there. So that is a bone of contention between them. So while they are discussing that, she just kind of walks off and wanders down the beach and finds an old phone, like a cracked phone, or I think it's cracked. Washes up on the beach, and she finds it, and she asks the 2 people that she sees if it's theirs, and they say no. And so she asks, when she gets back to the house, she asks the only girl that's left, everybody else is left to go eat, if it's hers, and she says no, it's not. So anyway, that's about all. One thing I've noticed is that has this mental note in her head where she says, like, let me just read you one. As she's coming up to them, it's like, she'll say in her head, reasons to save Joshua. Or let's go back to, go to Brody. Reasons to save Brody. He was a new father and people would miss him. So, I mean, she does that with everybody. But, I still don't know the whole story of what happened or anything like that. But, I am interested. And, it's a pretty quick read. Even though I've only read 2 chapters, I just started it. And I just went on to bed last night, read a chapter, and then went on to bed. And then this morning I read a chapter in about, just a couple of minutes before I went to work. So I'm hoping to finish it, and I'm not sure what, my Kindle read, my Dean Koontz. I think I might go ahead and pick up another book as well and see what that book will be. So anyway, that is my update for now. Not a whole lot of exciting news, and I'm not sure what we're doing. I know my husband on Saturday he has to go get tires for his truck, so I may wait until Monday to close this vlog because I'm off Monday, so I'm hoping to go do something. I'm not sure if I will or what I'll do. So anyway, I will see you in the next clip. Okay. Hello everybody. It is Friday the 12th. Yes, the 12th of May. I'm here to give you a little update on The Only Survivors. I am now on page 54. And we're still trying to get to know some of the characters and the situation that they are in and how they got to this situation of meeting once a year on the anniversary of this accident and what led to the accident, because it is told in 2 timelines. So, the girl that sets up the reunions has left, and from what they're saying, this is a regular occurrence. So that's about all that's went on because I'm not very far. But I am looking to finish that either tonight or tomorrow. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean it's 335 pages, but I mean I could do that in one night. I would just have to start reading and not stop, and that's probably not gonna happen. So I'll probably finish it tomorrow and pick up my next read. And so here is what I have left. Let me get my notebook. I have on my shelf, I have House of Dreams, which is the life of L.M. Montgomery. I have The Martian, but that's not on my TBR, so to speak. That is an extra. I also have Open Water, which is an extra. I have Kilmeny of the Orchard, which is another read for the Montgomery May. I have The Big Dark Sky. I have The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I have Gulliver's Travels. I have The Soulmate. I have Anne of Green Gables, These Hollow Vows, Jane Eyre, Catherine House, The Brothers Karamazov. I have The Collective sitting down here, and I did not write that I finished that. I guess that is all for right now. I also have, I spun the wheel for the classics that my sister gave me to read, and Julius Caesar come up, so I need to read that one as well. So, I'm not doing very well this month, but it's still early. And I had not even put my first book that I finished in my Facebook group, not my Facebook group, but the Facebook group that I'm in. I hadn't even give myself credit for that. So I did add both of the books that I have finished for this month. So I'm kind of anxious to start Jane Eyre, but I'm also anxious to start several of the other ones. So I'm going to spin the wheel. And I know I spun the wheel and was going to start The Big Dark Sky, but I'd like to have a Kindle read and a physical read, so that I could have one at night and one during the day. But that's all I have for now. I did get a message earlier that my glasses are ready for pickup. I'm not going to get them until tomorrow because my husband's going to go with me and get his as well, to get his tires, find some tires. I guess that is all for now. I will see you in the next clip. Everybody, bye for now. So, I just got in. It is Saturday, the 13th of May, and I was just going to check in and give you an update on The Only Survivors. I just got back. My husband had some tires put on his truck, and we ran and picked up our new glasses, and then picked his truck back up and came home. I made it last night to chapter 9, page 114, and I don't know, it's really strange. I really don't know anything other than she was really close to the one who just passed away. So, and their neighbor is really creepy. Like, really creepy. He gives me the creeps. But, to pick up groceries, and that's probably all we're going to do today. I'm going to try to get this book read, and then I'm going to pick up and annotate. I'm going to annotate. Well, I'm probably just going to mark with tabs. I'm going to use these. I'm going to pick up Jane Eyre, get started in this beautiful wonderful book. I need to take a little bit of alcohol and get that off, and hope it doesn't pull off my pretty. I can go maybe book shopping tomorrow or something. I want to do something, but we shall see. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, which is my scheduled off, and that's all I'm doing. Just published a video on my favorite books by my favorite authors, and realized I left a couple authors out, so I definitely have to do a second one to that, because I left somebody very, very dear to me out. And so anyway, I'm gonna go for now. I will see you in the next clip. So I came on here to give you a little update. I finished The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda, and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Simply because I can't keep giving these books 5 stars. No. It just, I really liked it. I really did. It just didn't have that extra something. I think it was the beginning. You know, it started out real slow, but I did really like it, and I liked the ending. I like her writing style, and there's a lot of twists and a lot of turns, and I loved every single minute of it. I like the dual timelines, the build-ups, and so I would suggest it. I know it has gotten mixed reviews. Some of my favorite booktubers have not been a fan, I think, but I do like it. So I got another one down, and I also picked up, oh really, that sticker is so ugly up there, I got to get it off. I picked up Jane Eyre, but I've only read like half a page, and then I went to bed because it was so late last night, and I haven't picked it back up yet today. I did watch one of the movies, one of the adaptations. I love the story of Jane Eyre and Mr. Rochester, and the adaptation that I watched today was the 2011 edition, and it starts kind of in the middle of things, and then it plays backwards, like you kind of see what happened through her flashbacks, and so I really like that. But I love all the editions of it, and it's kind of like Pride and Prejudice. But Jane Eyre just means so much to me as far as the story itself. So I may pick up, I probably won't, but I may pick up an audiobook just to help me get started, but I probably won't. I really do like it. I really do enjoy Jane Eyre. I read it, like I said, when I was in high school, and I also read Wuthering Heights, and I did a research paper on the writing styles of the Eyre sisters and their use of supernatural in their writing, and just their writing just, it's just amazing. And it's so sad that we have such limited writing from them, but what we do have, we can soak up in and enjoy. So that is my update. I know it wasn't very thrilling, and it wasn't very much, but that's it, and I will see you in the next clip. Everybody, it is the 16th of May, and it is Tuesday, and I'm just here to close this out, give you a little bit of a haul. It was in my mail yesterday, and I apologize for not updating you yesterday. I was kind of sick. I had taken a personal day, went to the doctor, and ended up with a terrible migraine. And so I did get in a book yesterday in the mail. It is The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp And I'm hoping to read that this month, but it may go on next month's TBR. But if I decide to read it, I'll tell you what it's about then. I also started the murder of Roger Ackroyd, and it is by Agatha Christie, and that is on my Kindle. I'm only in the second chapter, and I'm reading The Soulmate and Jane Eyre. I haven't picked up Jane Eyre again since I updated you last time. I'm on page 34 of The Soulmate, and this couple, it's not a romance. There might be a little bit of romance in it because they're married, but this couple has twin daughters, and they have moved to this cabin, and it overlooks, I guess it's the ocean, and it has a cliff, and a lot of people go there to commit suicide. And her husband, the first time it happens, he runs out to try to stop the person, and he's successful. And then where it picks up, where I have just gotten to, he is not successful, and she is questioning whether he might have pushed the lady. I think it's going to be really good. I already think I love the little girls, and they've only been in there like one scene. I believe that it said there were 4, and they're twins. So, anyway, that is all I have for this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got this far in it. And if you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, just go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.